Welcome to Oduction-Vlog-Ductions. This is day 20 of the October Horror Movie Challenge. Sorry it's a little grainy or darker, bluer, however you want to look at it today. Not sure what's going on with that. Today's film is another Halloween movie. It's also a Christmas movie. Henry Selick's Nightmare Before Christmas. And yes, I say Henry Selick's and not Tim Burton's, because his name is right there. He is the director of the film, not Tim Burton. That happens a lot. People assume Tim Burton directed it. Same thing happened with Quentin Tarantino and Hostel, Guillermo del Toro and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. There's a lot of shit like that happens. I wanted to see this when it first came out, but my mom thought I would have nightmares from it, even though I watched Dawn of the Dead, Halloween, stuff like that at the same exact time. But I think she thought it was Nightmare on Elm Street, which I wound up seeing around that same time anyhow. But yeah, I don't know. I wound up seeing it a few years after it hit VHS at someone's house, and I liked it, but by that point I had seen, Phantasm, Evil Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Halloween, etc. And to me, I was just like, it is what it is. I then saw it as like a teenager because everyone, all like the emo kids, were wearing all the fucking merch all the time. And they were all praising, Tim Burton this, Tim Burton that. Me, who was, living on the internet basically at the time, knew better, but I wanted to watch it with fresh eyes. So I did, and I liked it a lot, but I had no idea why it was being so overly praised by everybody. I was trying to show people, films like Memento, American Psycho, stuff like that, Donnie Darko. But everyone pretty much just wanted to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. I finally let all that go, and I watched it a couple years later with a friend of mine who, she loved it. And, I actually enjoyed it a hell of a lot more without having the mission statement of telling people it's not Burton film, even though that's what I'm doing here. But it's not. But if you just let go of that aspect and you go into it not wanting to dislike it because of the fan base, which a lot of people do. A lot of people do hate this film because of the fan base. And it's unjust to the film because the film is great. It looks great, has amazing stop motion animation, a great voice cast, amazing musical numbers, and it has, it's a very great story for Halloween or Christmas, because when Burton first envisioned it, he thought of it as a film that would be like a primetime Halloween or Christmas special, like The Grinch. And him working at Disney, he got it made stop motion style. They released it, through Touchstone, and now it finally actually has the Disney logo on it after all these years. Of course, that was like 10, 15 years into it, because it's like a 10 or 15-year-old copy. But besides that, it's a film that had a passion behind it through Burton, through Selick, Danny Elfman, who, in my opinion, is the lifeblood of this film. You have to applaud it for that. It's great. Elfman, if you're a huge Oingo Boingo fan, there's a lot to love with it. It has that Burton imagery. And then Selick has gone on to do, other great stop-motion animation films over the years. It's three great forces colliding to give a gift, and that's what this is. I do own other Night Before Christmas stuff, so it's not that I hate the fans themselves, it's just the overall masturbatory, this is the greatest thing of all time, which, I mean, to each their own. If you think it is, you think it is. But when people just say, it's a Burton film, it's like, pump the brakes, it's not Beetlejuice. You can play this as a Coraline double features with Henry Selick if you want, but that's about it. Yeah, it's fantastic film, and I'm glad that it is a movie that you can find in the Walmart aisle around Christmas, because people who hate Christmas but love this, it gives them something that they can look forward to every year. It gives them a little bit of hope, which I'm glad. I love that that happens for people. And, this film does speak to people. It speaks to a lot of a generation. And I'm glad, because people who were, it's a very big millennial film. So, basically like 1980 to 2000, people love this. It is, for them, what stop motion animation is, what it should be, what it will be, and honestly, stop motion has come after. There's no denying the fact that this here serves as an inspiration to them. It is a great Christmas movie. It is a great Halloween movie. It's a great Danny Elfman movie. It's a great Tim Burton movie. It's a great Henry Selick movie. It's a great movie all around. But yes, it's definitely not a Tim Burton film.